When did you get into the radio? What led you into radio?
What really started was my first job was working for Wu-Tang out of college.
You worked. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I interned there, and then I worked there when I graduated.
You worked for the Wu-Tang. You were managing
Wu-Tang Corporation.
There was a Wu-Tang. Where was the headquarters? Staten Island.
So first, I worked in Staten Island for Wu-Tang management.
Good, you was there, man.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And then I worked at their office in Manhattan, 99 University Place. I was RZA's brother. I was his assistant.
Wow. Yo, what?
Yeah.
Word.
So,
that's fucking dope.
Yes.
Like, you were like
so how did you get your spot, your radio shot?
Yeah,
what was
happened?
your radio
I
shot?
mean, it was a whole thing. Like, first I worked for Wu-Tang, then I worked for D'Angelo and Virgin Records. Then after that, I worked doing marketing. Then after that, I worked for Eminem.
Oh, jeez.
But then after I worked for Eminem, I ended up working at his radio station at Sirius.
Oh, that was Shade 45.
Yeah.
I used to go up there for the Gomez Brothers and Who Kids.
Oh, yeah. I was there when we all started, like when the station started.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. That was when, what's his name? What's the guy?
Cypher Sounds?
Nope, the other guy that was running it, the Jewish cat.
Sway?
Reef.
Yeah.
Reef.
Yep.
Yep,
So
Reef.
Reef was there when I was there. And so I started off on Cypher Sound show.
Okay.
And I was his sidekick. And so Eminem's manager hired me. Paul Rosenberg hired me to do that. And then when Cypher left, I got the morning show.
Oh, wow. So you got on Sirius XM.
Yep.
And how long did you do that show?
I was there for 6 years.
Damn, that's putting some work, man.
That's a bid.
And then from there,
I went to iHeart. It was Clear Channel at the time, and then I've been there for it'll be 14 years this year.
So now you go to iHeart, and then you're what show are you on there?
The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club started what year? I don't even.
That started in 2010.
Was it 2010? Because I didn't really.
Right?
I think I started to listen to it like 2016, 2015.
Let me make sure that's right.
Mike,
no, that's wrong. It's not 2010. Oh yeah, it is 2010.
Is that when? Is
2010.
was you, Charlemagne, and what's his name? And Envy?
Yeah.
That was when you guys. How did that form? Who created that?
What happened was initially they were talking to me about coming over to Power 105.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't know where they wanted to put me. So when I was at Sirius, they wanted me to do like fill-ins, weekends, and things like that at first to get me like situated. Yeah. Sirius said no, because a lot of people were working at Sirius and at iHeart or Hot 97. Yeah. But they told me I couldn't do it at Sirius. And I told them, I said, look, I told G-Spin, I said, I want to do this, but my job won't let me. And unless you have a full-time position available, which I would love, I can't do it because I didn't want to risk my full-time job for something that was just like a fill-in.
Right.
And so I was like, I would love to be here, but I can only do it if it's a full-time position that becomes available. Because I think he was trying to get me ready for that, but I don't think they knew where they wanted to put me at first. And then, things were getting shifted around. Then the program director ended up contacting me. I was going to go work in Philly and do mornings in Philly. Because a lot of people were reaching out to me, Atlanta, Philly, trying to get me to leave Sirius and come in. I was ready to leave Sirius anyway. Yeah. As you can imagine.
Yes.
For many reasons. But anyway, I was leaving a meeting with Philly with the program director there, and I was walking back to my car, and that's when they called me from New York, and they were like, listen, we have an opportunity that could become available. We can't tell you too much about it because, it's radio.
Right.
And, we came in for a meeting, and Charlemagne at the time wasn't working. Envy was already at Power 105.
Okay.
And
just mixing? Does he just DJing?
He had like a 2:00 show, I think.
Okay.
And so they were like, G-Spin and Cadillac Jack was his name. He was like, we want to put you guys together as a morning show. They didn't have a name or anything yet.
Okay.
But it was like a top secret thing until it happened.
Oh, wow. So then when did this really start to gel? Because I didn't really think about the Breakfast Club yet.
Yeah, until it came on your radar.
It came on my radar. Was it low ratings at first? It was
at first it was, and it's New York, so we're like 105 is not the station in New York that people were used to.
And it wasn't visual, right? It wasn't visual yet.
No, not at all.
It was just audio.
We did like some sketches and stuff like that to let people know that we were coming. It did well though.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, it did when we first. Come on, give us a moment.
Hey, What are you doing? I don't know.
He said we did sketches. He was like, ugh.
Yeah, we did like some.
Is that a banana in your ear? Yeah.
Just to like promo that we were coming, and it took a minute for things to catch on because I think people weren't used to listening to that station.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they may not have been like,
Acclimated.
It's New York. People are so
Because
distracted.
everything was Hot 97.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
they came on, you were like,
What?
yo, there's a new station. And then you were like,
Fuck that.
but I don't want to turn my wrist
Yeah,
that
people
much.
are so used to that.
Yeah.
And I think it does take time for anybody who's doing something like that for people to really recognize it. You have to give it some time. You can't assume like this is out. Why isn't everybody here right away? Just like if you're doing a podcast, it's not going to right away.
Right. No.
It's
right.
a lot of consistency. It's a lot
Every
of work.
day. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, so damn. And then when did you guys go, oh shit, Breakfast Club
It's
is
hot.
at the top? You know how the producer comes in, guess what, guys? You're number one. Just like,
Yeah,
did
well,
you
I
get one
would
of
say
those?
this. There was a period of time when it didn't feel like it was going to work at all, where we thought we were going to get fired. But what really turned things around was this Ray J interview.
Oh, yeah.
What rate? Which one was that?
Where
Go ahead.
Oh, wait, come on,
he
tell
was
us.
beefing with Fab, and he was like, he
Oh, it was
was.
beefing with Fab?
Yeah, so he was in Vegas,
Uh-huh.
and I actually was driving to work that morning. I had just left Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody called me like, "Yo, you still in Vegas?" I was like, "No." They were like, Ray J just got into a fight with Fab.
What?
And I was like, what? I was like, I didn't hear anything about this. So I was looking all over. I didn't see anything about it.
Right.
I was searching on Twitter to see if anybody was talking about it because I get a lot of information that way.
Yeah.
If something happens or a fight, if you go Google it on Twitter,
It'll come right.
yeah, you'll find somebody talking
Yes.
about it. But I only saw one person talking about it on there. So I was on the radio, like, I heard Ray J got into a fight. And then an hour later, Billy J, who works for him, he still works for him to this day.
Yeah.
He calls me and he's like, yo, what's Ray J said he wants to call in. Were you talking about him or something? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, tell him to call. Tell him to call right now. It was like the end of the show.
Yeah.
So he calls in and that's where he starts talking about he got an indoor pool, he got an outdoor pool. He starts talking about Fab and he was just mad that Fab was not a comedian and was making fun of him and, things like that.
And why was Fab mad at Ray J? Because
He wasn't. He was just making jokes. I think at that time Fab wasn't also on social media like that. So people
Okay.
didn't know he had a sense of humor.
Oh, right.
So Ray J was like playing the piano at Floyd Mayweather's house or something.
I think I remember that shit. I remember that footage.
I had one wish.
Yeah, and then
I love Ray J.
And what does Fab say?
So Fab was, I guess, making fun of him. And,
Pause.
and Ray J got mad. And I think Ray J was drunk, high, whatever. He'll tell you himself. And so he was like, so I socked that. Like, he just was talking crazy. He was like, tell Fab to call up here. He was just talking crazy. So that interview.
And that blew up.
So what was interesting is we were trying to put him on live because the show was about to end.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, Ray J, we're going to put you on right now. Don't curse. Don't say nothing. As soon as we put him on, he just started cursing. We were like, all right, hold on. We'll be right back. And you can see the listeners just go up, 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 up,
Oh,
up. Because
shit.
everybody must have been like, oh my God, Ray J's wilding. And he's about to come back live. But we had to just record it and play it back because he was cursing so much. And that really kind of like made us really, really get on the map, that moment. So Ray J actually inducted us into the Radio Hall of Fame.
Ray J.
Like, thank you, Ray J.
Ray
But
J.
it also put him into a bad depression after that because it was embarrassing,
Wow.
Like he was not in his right mind when he did it. It was embarrassing for him. Everybody was talking about him. They mentioned it in songs, Like Fab said he woke up and he had like 1,000 text messages. What was happening?
Holla back, youngin'. Holla back, youngin'. And you know what's so funny? Ray J really puts people on the map. Kardashian on some whole shit.
Yeah.
And didn't that Kardashian thing happen after that situation?
No. It was before.
Ray J
it was
is
before.
like, he's really instrumental
Yeah.
in helping people blow the fuck
Yeah.
up in a fucked up way.
Thank you, Ray J.
And yes, so from there you guys blew up and then
Yeah. And that's what really solidified. I mean, different websites told us that was like their number one story of the year, So that got a lot of attention. And I think it just really propelled from there.
oh, that's so dope, yo. What was your first big ass like interview, big one? Like, damn, now we know we own them.
I mean, I think let me see. Who did we interview? Hillary Clinton turned into a big deal.
Did she bring hot sauce with her?
That's
Jesus
the question. Because I asked her, what's one thing you always have in your purse? And she said hot sauce.
That was that's iconic. That's
and you know what's
iconic?
You know what's so great? It's so perfectly racist. She goes, "I gotta get black votes. Hot sauce."
But I will say, because I did a deeper dive after that.
Okay.
And she has done articles talking about like the hot sauce collection she has at home, but prior to that. And she has like all these different hot sauces that she uses.
But
like hot
So
sauce,
you think she was being genuine?
I think that
grits, hot sauce.
it was perfect timing because
Watermelon.
Beyonce has the hot sauce in her bags.
And
she had honestly,
peach cobbler.
if you Google it, even before that interview,
Potato salad.
she had done interviews talking
Fried
about
chicken.
how much she loved. They did like a whole thing about her love.
But
for
it just
hot sauce.
happened to be black people's thing. She didn't do
So
it.
it's just so white people don't use hot sauce
Oh,
like that.
they use everything we
Oh,
use.
it hurts our tongues.
Tabasco. You don't use
Mike said,
Tabasco?
"Ouch! It hurt."
They got it has to have raisins in it.
Shut up.
We'll put a little
Let me
pepper.
see mayonnaise.
Just a little black pepper.
People do use spicy
Make
mayonnaise.
perfectly white pepper.
Hot
So you had Hillary Clinton.
Let me see if I could find this article about her hot sauce.
Oh God, she had Hillary Clinton. You had
that was a big deal when that happened.
that's
hot sauce
major.
moment.
That's major to have a politician
I'm telling
on
you,
that show.
yeah, that was, and I think that made people feel like, oh, we got to go on that show
Yeah,
because we had to get vetted out to do that interview. It was like a process.
really.
Yeah.
As far as what questions are you going to
Well,
ask? her?
no, us getting our background.
Damn.
check.
Oh, because in case you choke her out or some shit.
I don't know what it was.
Bitch, you ain't gonna win.
You know what I mean?
Look at this. All right, Time Magazine.
Yeah.
Well, here's what hot sauce Hillary Clinton keeps in her bag.
Depending on what radio show she goes to.
Let me see. Oh, no, maybe this is something else before that. Oh, look, here we go. Hillary Clinton wasn't just pandering
Okay.
when she said that she carries hot sauce in her bag.
Man, she told them to say that because she got power like a motherfucker.
You think so?
She got
set up the article
And she
2 years before.
She pulls out the bottle, Sweet Willie's hot sauce.
She knew Angela Yee was gonna be famous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She controls all that shit. I met her real quick on in Sirius XM.
See, like I said, look, she's been talking about hot sauce in her bag for 20 plus years.
Lying motherfucker.
And they have an article from 2012.
Yeah, every 4 years she brings it up.
Yeah.
She
What
has
else?
Sharpies, Advil, sunscreen, converters to charge her
Okay.
BlackBerry, and red pepper flakes, and a mini bottle of Tabasco.
What does she do? What does she have hot sauce for? Walking around. Fuck that. She going like that. I'm going to.
I don't
I'm
know.
going to 106 and Park.
Maybe
Fuck.
for a spicy margarita?
Whatever. Anyway, like okay, and then there was Hillary Clinton.
Mhm.
Then what about the moments at that Birdman shit? The Birdman shit
That shit is
was
it's a
wild.
lot of iconic. When
That-
you think about it, it's like these things that are just pop culture.
Yeah, that
Respect
would have
my
been the
name.
first time Birdman ever came up there, too.
Respect my name. Put respect on. I was gonna grow it up on you. That would have been gangster.
And
But
you
I
know,
didn't.
he asked to do that interview,
Mm.
but his problem was really more with like, I think it was more about Charlemagne talking about him.
Yeah,
And
what
him
joking
kissing
about him and
what
Lil
had
Wayne.
Charlemagne said
He
about
was
him?
talking about him
was
like
to
not
kiss
paying
Wayne.
Lil Wayne, kissing Lil Wayne, and things like that.
Oof.
And it's interesting because at that time I had been managing J Electronica, so I had been in communication with Birdman because he was talking about potentially signing him.
Oh wow.
So we didn't have any issues. I hosted Chanel from Young Money's mixtape, and I remember, she had a party. He was there. Like we've always been on decent terms.
Was that a scary thing when he came up there? How would you? 'Cause-
I wouldn't say that I was scared. I just was like surprised because I was like, what just happened? I'm
Yeah.
over here ready to
and
do
you
a
had no
real
idea.
interview.
And
No.
then, but what's funny is Charlemagne was like, "Well, why are you messing with the radio guy? I don't understand. Why are you messing with the radio
But
guy?"
Birdman would say that like he thought everything he would be all right, but then he got mad when he saw him.
Dude,
Oh,
he's
he
the
just
one-
got angry right away because he
Yeah.
was getting like nervous.
Yeah.
Where I thought he was gonna clock the. I thought he was gonna. But Charlemagne just sat there and said, "But why are you messing with the radio guy? You didn't say shit when what's his name? You didn't say nothing about when nothing that
That's
Rick
the
Ross.
voice.
But what happened? No, I don't understand. I'm just a radio guy. I'm just saying. But you didn't do nothing when when the Rick Ross was talking shit about you, that was bold.
Yeah, I think
that was
Birdman,
bold.
he should have came up there with a plan also.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if you know that you're upset about something, this is for anybody listening. Like, have a plan.
Yeah, but it was
Or
like
don't do it.
a street. He's a real street dude,
What I
though.
thought was scary was Beanie.
Ooh,
I wasn't there. I wasn't there that day.
Ooh,
That
you didn't
was-
see that shit?
I didn't. I seen it, but I wasn't there.
Ooh, that was.
He was like, "Yo, I don't play
you don't
games
do
like
this.
that. You don't do this. See, I don't play games like that."
Not from this world.
And Charlamagne be like, "What I do? I don't know what I understand." Yeah, he was really wanting to fuck him up that day.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody would do that in the radio station.
I don't know if you've heard of Jimmy Martinez
Okay.
with Jaheim when they had a fight.
Wait, Jaheim
You don't remember that?
had a
I
fight?
kind of remember that. I think maybe
Jimmy
Emmy
was
there
on
for
with
that.
Sway, I think. Was it Sway?
I don't.
Wait, Jimmy
No, I don't
Martinez?
Jimmy Martinez had to hit Jaheim in the head with a mic because he was saying that he was gay.
Wait. Who said who was gay?
Jimmy Martinez used to host radio.
Okay.
And there was these gay rumors about Jaheim, and Jimmy confronted him, and he said something back, and then they fought, and then Jimmy hit him in the head with the mic.
And on the station?
Or you could hit.
I think you could ask anybody
if
anything,
it wasn't for the
depending on how you ask it.
Really?
You know, because I think some people ask things in a way to like have a moment and be funny.
Yeah.
But then there's a way you can have a real conversation and ask somebody something that can make it not be so explosive.
Did you ever see when Tigger got confronted by Ghostface? When Tigger was doing,
Oh yeah, yes.
and he was
yeah.
like, "You funny, man, you funny."
Yeah.
And Ghostface like, "What makes me funny? What you talking about? I'm a clown and shit." And I'm thinking they're remaking the Goodfellas
right.
scene.
Yeah.
But I was like, I asked Ghost, he goes, "Nah, man, my man was this nigga's talking outside of his mouth, man. Fuck all that, man." I was like, I thought you were gonna beat his. I was like, what the?
That was on MTV, right?
Yeah,
In
it's like that's the thing with the hip hop shit. You can say something real innocently, and they just go, "Yo, I don't do them jokes."
Kind of the way comedy is now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Godfrey.